Hey guys, it's Chrisan here, back with another episode of Galcon 2. Today, we will be looking at some new techniques that have been discovered. And I want to show you how you can use them in your gameplay going forward, if you are on a touchscreen. The first is called selection locking with one finger. How this works is that instead of sending normally to a planet by dragging and then releasing, you instead drag to the target planet, but then don't release your finger, and instead move it off of the planet's hitbox. You then take your finger and drag it right up to the edge of another planet that you want to do an action with. Only now do you release the finger, and now your finger is ready to do the second action in a completely different area of the map. If you get good enough at this, you can appear to move in two places almost simultaneously. All right, the next one is a different type of selection locking with one finger. In order to perform it, select a planet, and instead of dragging it to another planet, you drag it to dead air. Notice how the planet is still selected. Even if I release the finger, the planet is still selected. It's just that there is no target acquired yet. If I now move my finger to a different part of the map, I can now select the target planet using a different base point. And only now do I release. Again, select, drag to dead air, release, move the finger somewhere else, and now select the target planet with a different base jumping off point. Now you may question, why am I doing this? But this is just with one finger. The real power with this technique is using it with multi-actions, or MAs. For instance, imagine you're doing a double tunnel. With a normal double tunnel, you take two fingers and you drag them across the screen to the next set of two planets. You then release the first finger and then the second. However, with this new technique, you first do this. You select the two planets with your two fingers, but instead of connecting those two fingers to two new planets, you then shift the two fingers over one space so that the first finger is now sitting on dead air, just as in the previous example. You then release the first finger while keeping the first one held. This not only locks in one of the tunneling actions, it locks in both of them. So that you take the other hand, select a different base jumping point, and select a different target planet. You'll notice that the first planet of the double tunnel now connects to this new planet. If I release it, not only does this planet send ships, but this planet does as well. So now if I release this finger, the double tunnel action has been completed. This means that you can now conduct double tunnels across the map with no need for accuracy. I can literally just take two fingers and do this, and that's considered a double tunnel to this planet. Like so. Look how easy and convenient this is. I am sending double tunnels across the map at speed with an astonishing amount of high accuracy. This would not be possible using normal double tunnel methods. I would have to take two fingers and do this, and then either do this, or somehow stretch my hand across the map like that, which is very, very uncomfortable. Doing it with a different set of planets, let's try a triple tunnel this time. Select 3 planets, drag them over one space, and release the first finger that's now sitting on dead air. Then take the other hand and select the target planet across the map. Release this finger, and now complete the triple tunnel. You've now just completed a triple tunnel to a target across the map without needing to stretch your hands in any uncomfortable position. Isn't this cool? This means that you can extend the possibility of multi-actions to develop a new technique in which I have called harpoons. Now, what a harpoon is a combination of both the lasso and the spear. To reiterate, as a refresher, the spear is basically a double tunnel, but that one planet is being added to the selection, like so. The lasso involves an existing fleet being flown. You then select the planet across the map, and you redirect both at the same time. Now, in order to combine these, you need a double tunnel with the left hand and a lasso with the right hand. So how this is going to work is I need to pick 3 planets that are sitting relatively by themselves, say these 3, and I'm going to have a fleet flying between these 2 planets. Keep it flying. So I select all 3 planets needed for the spear. I complete the spear and move my hand over. I then lift my finger off of the dead air. And this is where the importance of the technique I just did, selection locking, comes into play. I move my fingers, release the first. Actually, let me just start over. Send the fleet across the map. Conduct a spear, except the target planet is not selected yet. Move it to dead air, release the finger, then redirect the fleet. You can see not only did the fleet carry the ships from the target planet, from the base planet to the target planet, it also caused the release of these 2 planets to send ships to this planet, meaning that a harpoon has successfully done a lasso and a spear within the same action. Again, let me just do this again once more so you can see how it works in more detail. You send the fleet across the map. You then make a spear. Target planet has not been selected yet. Move it to dead air, release it, then redirect the fleet to a new target planet. One more time. Send a fleet across the map, make a spear, move it to dead air, release the finger that's in empty space, then select the fleet and redirect it to a new planet. You can effectively abuse this technique to send spears across the map. You can do a boxed spear. So for instance, doing this. Where I can essentially condense all the ships in a cluster to one planet, send it, and do all of that with only redirecting a fleet. To me, that seems pretty powerful, and a reason why more people should be investing in multi-action techniques. And there you have it, the harpoon and selection locking.